Before we bring in Lee, this is Emily James, and with her version of The Farmer's Wife. This is called Dances with the Wind. Dance with the Wind.
We were farmers near Castle, Maine, when trouble came and shut our whole town down. As the kids and I hid at home, you, my love, risked it all to keep our little farm alive. While I did everything that the government told me to, and I made damn sure our kids followed suit. I always feared that the end of it all would be a senseless war, not me and my kids sitting here watching the TV. No, not us watching TV. Outside the window, the wheat continued to grow as the barley rolled and danced with the wind. As the barley rolls and dances with the wind. So one day a cure arrived, together we'd all be saved. We lined up for miles so gratefully, gratefully we trusted so gratefully. It was a Monday night when my daughter died with a blood clot in her lung. And a few weeks later we found our son alone on the kitchen floor. We found him dead on the kitchen floor. We buried their beautiful souls with all of their unrealized dreams. Oh, and outside the window, we continued to grow as the barley rolled and danced with the wind. Yeah, outside the window, we continued to grow as the barley rolled and danced with the wind. The barley rolls and dances with the wind. They all knew what happened, no one would say. Together they were as silent as the moon. The traveling town moved on as quickly as the flu. Only now I stand here alone without you. Oh, for my love, you're now gone. Told it was your broken heart, a heart so strong it built our dreams and suddenly given away. Oh, just to grow as the barley rolled and danced with the wind. Yeah, and outside the window, we continue to grow as the barley rolled and danced with the wind. As the barley rolls and dances with the wind. So now I'm selling up our dream. I mean, what else can I do? The fences need repairing and harvest is long overdue. And I know the bank will come knocking soon. I know the bank will come knocking soon. Oh, inside the window, the wheat continues to grow as the barley rolls and dances with the wind. And outside the window, the wheat continues to grow as the barley rolls and dances with the wind. As the barley rolls and dances
as the fabulous Emily with Dance with the Wind, which is the human version of the AI song, The Farmer's Wife. So there you go. Human to AI, back to human. Now we haven't had him on for a while because he went to Malaysia to see his family. Then we had a few other things going on, but tonight Lee is back with his plans and looking for helpers on his plan to get us through the storm that we can all feel is approaching. Here he is. G'day, Lee. How you doing?
Michael, thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. So before we start, how was Malaysia and how is Malaysia different from our country?
Malaysia, of course, busier than ever. Populations and all this hectic, and but you can notice one thing is a pattern is many things are digitized. Like
Oh,
even your when you go through toll, I mean like they have this RFID. I didn't know that. I think maybe Australia has had that as well. So it means that if you go to shopping center, parkings, all this, if you require to pay all this, it will go through auto scan when you
yeah.
entry, and then when you go out auto scan, and then just minus from your some kind of smart card payment. And a
Oh,
lot of these, in my state, at least in Penang, most of this is paid through the system. So they
oh,
literally go digitize. I hardly see any cash. I might go to like hawker store, few of them. But hawker store even they have this kind of scan that use QR code in the scan, just like China. Very similar.
wow. And what does your family think about that? Are they okay with it? Does anyone have any
Uh
issues with it?
they they just say convenience, that's all.
Yeah,
It's a very common thing. Very common
yeah.
now.
It's
Yeah.
interesting, isn't it, how some countries adopt it so easily and other countries not so much.
Yeah. Definitely depends on you're brought up, how you rationalize information and the news, and then you see they have different reasons.
Mm,
So I think you see when things are becoming tough and all this, people tend not to reason with all these things as more
mm.
on just to survive.
Yes,
Yeah, when all
which
this
where we'll be
pressure,
heading into now.
yeah, they need to do many jobs, so I know I have the time to think of all this stuff. I mean, in fact, for
Yeah.
them is convenience is better in a way.
And the more they can get
Mm,
us to work, so we're just trying to survive, the
mm,
less we can focus on what's
mm,
happening, the more they can get away with.
mm.
I just want to post this. I read it to you before, but just have a bit of a laugh to start. So this is the latest variant hitting us. Are you sweating while putting petrol into your car? Feeling sick when you pay for it? Then you've probably caught the 2026 strain of the car owner virus. Car owner virus. I
Yeah,
thought that was pretty effing funny, to be honest. There's, yeah. So it's here we are, Lee. You've been saying it's coming. You thought we had till
it comes
2027.
earlier.
Do you think it's earlier now? You think we're getting closer?
It's a I can see one thing is a fracture. It's a kind of fracture that cause this kind of supply chain issues and all this, and it will expose more on the underlying problems. So
Yes.
these are one of the underlying problems is
Hey, Clark.
do you have enough reserves? Do you have enough resources or stuff to make sure that this
Hey,
thing
Adrian.
can ride through the storm?
Yeah, and the
Whether
answer
it's
is
intentional or
most people
not,
is no,
yeah,
K-Rod.
exactly.
The answer to many would be no. I don't even think the country has reserves, let alone the people, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So means how vulnerable all of us are, and regardless, even things happen outside our countries, you can
Mm.
see how fast it comes to your
Mm.
doorsteps, into to your car,
Yeah, well,
whatever
we're
it is.
totally dependent now, aren't we? There's no independence left to us. We can't
Yeah.
do, we don't have our own fuel. We import food. I mean, it's insane. Can as we're doing this, can Richard Wollstonecroft put diesel was 299.99 in Melbourne? Can anyone beat 299.99 wherever they are if they've seen it today? Anyway, how would you like to get going today, Lee, on your presentation?
Uh, we will probably talk about the issue with the household, but more if I have time, because I think most people already felt it. So I just want to quickly go through. But I really
Oh,
want to propose a system that build resilient engines that can feed household. And you'll be surprised if we do it correctly. You might be the one that when everything goes down, you are the one that not suffering, and the whole world will be surprised. But the thing is, at the end of the day, is are we willing to go through this trouble to prepare while we
Mm,
still can? Yet it's not restricting for you to plan anything or anything at the moment, right?
mm,
So there are still a certain level of ability to do, although
mm.
things are more expensive.
Do you know what's ironic? I
Yeah.
mean, we have an obesity epidemic, right? So we've seen all these people suffering
Mm.
from different levels of obesity, and most of us thought they were going to die before us. But if we do have really serious food shortages where there's not so much to eat, these people are going to probably outlive us because the skinny ones are just going to die off.
It's true, probably. And of course it give more fuel
Apparently, it's
reserve.
healthy to be fat.
Yeah, of course it feel more fuel reserve. So today I think
Yeah,
if we can be more interactive, please I think maybe you can help me out be more interactive, because at the end
yeah.
of the
Let's
day
talk
today
about
the
the healthy
goal is,
ones.
at the end of the goal is we want to find some kind, we already have the structure, but we want to work on the structure that how we best to go approach to build this, because
Mm,
everyone has some skill levels, I believe. If
yeah,
not, you can contribute in terms of finance for us to
yeah,
build this what called food systems.
yeah.
And it needs to be a certain kind of structure,
Hmm.
because when you build things based on structure, it will last, it has resilience in it. So what I want to propose is more on the structure, how it looks like and how we go about doing it. Not exactly how we go about, but what are the strategies that we can implement, and we can do it in parallel. So
Sure.
because of the shortage of time we have.
Yeah,
So this is just because of the field. When things
yeah,
happen, everything at once, there is no way out unless you physically have something to eat, literally.
yeah,
Because when you have something to eat, no one can control you, right? Very
yeah.
simple. Think of
Absolutely.
this, like you have a garden, someone have a garden, or community has a garden. They can't just come and it's not a war, or at least at this for now.
Yeah.
So you still have access to your food or the
Mm,
community food. So that is the idea that I want everyone to understand, while this thing is being shaken. The whole supply
yeah.
chains, everything is being shaken, as we know. And we can see that these are the little compromises that fuels the norms. And then, of course, when you are so stressful, every little hope they offer, you will more than gladly to accept. Oh, and in Malaysia also now they're giving a lot of free money also. Like every Malaysian, you have a Malaysian ID, you get 100 ringgit. Just like that, even you're overseas or whatever. They're giving out stuff. And the older people, I think my father get 500 ringgit or something. We call a senior citizen.
What's a vignette? Is that their coin or
They,
their
they just
money?
give money so that you can buy groceries. There are certain criteria
Oh,
stuff you can buy. So there is a mart that specifically sell things that the government support that you can buy, like bread, milk, and all this stuff.
mm-hmm.
So it's an indication of people in more the dire strait as well. That's what I observe as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's not just in Australia.
So they're rationing in Malaysia then, in a
No, not
way.
Russia. I mean, like because people cannot afford the food. So
Wow.
so the government in some cases, that's why the government give them like about 100 ringgit. You can buy quite some, I found 100 ringgit
Yeah,
per month. I think it's per month if you have a certain criteria
yeah,
continuously. But I think some of them doesn't even have like me whatever criteria they still provide. So I don't know how they do it exactly. They're just giving out
yeah.
free money. That's what they say.
Wow.
So you can see where it's heading.
Are they concerned over there? Was your family feeling that bad times were coming a concern, or they don't have that sense that
At
many
their age,
Australians?
they are very thankful that every time they get to I mean, like my eldest
Every
brother
time they
is the
wake up,
one
they're
that,
glad. Ooh.
yeah, my eldest brother is the one that has the most money funding them. So whatever they want, literally they can get. So
Okay.
it's not even an issue at all. And
Yeah.
so it's not they're just going traveling. You know, the other day travel to KL to whatever. They can just enjoy the life, which is I hope that they enjoy as much possible before things restrict movement again, which
Yeah.
it is going to happen again. But it's not because of oil, it's going to be because of something else. But
Yeah.
it's it is just at least for the masses to understand that we really need to get together and do something. I think
Mm.
this is what I want to try to bring across,
Mm.
because you know all this. I mean, like you see Reddit people be saying, people are paying more and somehow eating worse. You see hear this kind of comment,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
like I'm paying more, I'm not getting more. And then we have this term now. I realize quite some people mention what I call shrinkflation.
Yes. Yep.
Your
Shrinkflation.
product becomes shrink.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see that. Not that I eat them anymore, but I used to. You have
Mm,
Mars bars. Now the Mars bar used to come in a long bar, and
mm,
then they cut it in two, and they
mm.
stick it in the same packet. Now you get two for one, but you don't. They've that little bit they've cut out over
Yeah,
millions and millions of Mars bars saves them a fortune, but we end up paying the same price for less
exactly.
product. That's shrinkflation. Yeah.
Mm. And also you see people commenting. I see Reddit people are commenting, every time, even dinner, all this food, when you want to buy food, is also a budgeting exercise.
Yeah.
Like, and then whether you should travel for that to buy that food, or you want to wait weekly buying, weekly shopping.
Yeah.
So the stress I see people now is they are doing a lot of budgeting.
Mm.
There's
Yeah.
that is starting to put weight on people, burden on people.
It's interesting though. I was talking to a restaurant owner yesterday, and they said they had one day where they quiet, and they thought, "Oh, this is going to be it." But the next day was a Tuesday, and they were flat stack busy all night. People buying drinks, so it's sort of not everywhere yet. I don't think everyone's hit the panic button yet. I think it's if it
Mm,
continues. I think people think
mm,
hopefully this is just a flash in the pan. It'll fix itself up next week.
mm.
But the treasurer has just come out and said prepare for 3 years of this. So I don't know where we'll be in 3 years at this
Three
sort of price.
years. The first thing you need to survive is, of course, this year. But the preparation will determine whether we survive next year. That's the
Yeah,
that's
that's
the, that's
right.
the
By
thing I'm
then, the
talking
homeless will
about.
be getting sick of us because we're going, "You got any
Yeah,
money? Hey, mate, you got any money?"
exactly, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think people no need to know all this. We know that all the supply chains are affected. I don't want to go
Mm,
details about this, and
mm,
literally, it restrict our movement. I say more like it starts to at first it's become annoying, and then it restrict your movement, and then it affects your day-to-day life and your lifestyle
mm,
and all this. That's why it's
mm,
getting people's attention now, because you always need to think of whether you want to go there. You can't do things that you usually do, basically, in saying
mm,
that way, so that
mm,
people are more thoughtful in a way. So it can be one way, it can be a good thing to in a way that it will cause people to do something about it, or it will be just another kind of learn what they call helplessness that keeps on adding on.
mm,
You see
mm,
where it's heading
mm.
with all this
Just learned helplessness. We just take it for granted.
dependence.
Now we're here.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
It's more like a dependent thing. So you look
Uh,
people. Yeah.
Alexander, who was just on, suggested that fried Mars bars with ice cream is a good dessert. That's like a diabetes special, Alexander. I think that's called a diabetes special. Yeah, but this is it. Yeah,
Possible.
there he is. So yeah, it's really interesting. Sort of this strange period. We're just now thinking, is Trump screwing around? Will it all happen next week? Everything go back to normal, or is this the new norm? Is this like a new form of the COVID lockdowns, where suddenly they're going, only half the cars can drive today for 20Ks or something?
They
What they're
don't have to
saying.
lock you down. It doesn't make you cannot afford the fuel. Okay, you're already locked down in a way.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You
So
got to walk, and
sounds
people are
like,
like walk.
yeah, sounds like
You know.
that kind of thing. If this thing persists,
Yeah.
But I don't think it will persist for long because he also interested in his country, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he don't
Yeah.
want to he don't want to get a bad legacy. But the thing is, something if he has to done, he'll get it done, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the hope is soon. Is how soon? That's a question for us to need to
Mm.
answer. Yeah. But
Mm.
while waiting, I think we can put our brains together and find out what is the best way to, if you want to put the first
Sure.
probably the first one,
Empty buffer?
the
Or do
chain
you want the title
titans,
page?
the chain titans, I think,
Oh,
just
the
to
Chain
bring the,
Titans. Yep. Hold
yeah,
on.
just to show quickly
Uh, I
the
think
first
that's
one.
that one,
Yeah,
is it?
I think the one. Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
that's the title page. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
just get rid
there's
of
the
this.
one. There's a one.
Yep. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yep, might be this one.
Yeah, I put the numbers
I can only
behind in
put
front
10
so you
up.
can see.
Yeah. No.
It says
Page.
one in the front, in the front.
Yeah,
If you
cool.
see the, if
Yep,
you see
got
the
it.
title.
Yeah, I've got all
Yeah.
the other ones done up except that.
Oh, you got too
Uh,
many.
yeah, I've got them all up there.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
chain doesn't need to break, it only needs to
you can
tighten.
see this is a very important concept for you to remember, because it it will always, anything to do with energy, it will always affect at the end of the day you.
Yeah,
With fuel is energy, food is energy.
yeah,
So they
yeah.
are all in the chains. And the chains is, I mean, like now, of course, it's starting to be tightened. I mean, not
Mm,
to the point of break yet, but you can see that this is what is starting to be looking like. Yeah. And if you look at the empty buffer, I think also it's a good picture for everyone to ask questions. If you can put that one.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So this is just
I'll put that
a
comment up later.
just a illustrations of, in your house, what are the things that is a buffer to your house. Let's say whatever situation, even a big storm, or like previously we have cyclone Fine, what do you call cyclone Fine?
Mm-hmm.
You have something that able to buffer if you need to ride through a storm.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Like a
your
cellar or
utility,
something.
yeah, your utility things that are tools that useful,
Mm,
garden, what's garage storage, what do you have there, anything
mm,
for preserves. For preserve means things that preserve for use for longer term. This is actually a more strategic one. And then, freezer, fridge, all this, okay, if you have electricity, all right, that one.
yeah,
But still, it's
yeah,
very valuable
yeah,
if it is a standard period of time. And then your pantry size as well. So I just give a rough idea of what is, you can do a reflection of what do you have in your house, kind of thing, so you can understand.
yeah.
And I mean, this will affect in the days to come, and all this is how are you going to deal with situation when pressure comes.
Mm,
Yeah, so just a picture for people to see and know, how
yeah,
probably what is to prepare, is to refresh your mind, all this, people doing all the prep work, all this. They have
yeah,
a
yeah.
point. They have a point.
Yeah, I
They
met
have
a,
a
I met a
point.
woman in this
Mm,
small town. She invited us to her house, and she had a
mm,
secret pantry. Once she trusted us, she took us to the back room and just looked like a
mm,
little wardrobe. And then she moved this wooden door across, and there was this whole other room just full of food. Yeah,
mm. The preserved food, yeah, is one of the section that is very, very valuable. The
yeah.
reason why we have civilization, by the way, is preserved food. Without preserved food,
Wow,
we are died long time ago.
really?
I give an
That's
example.
interesting.
Why do
Yeah,
they ferment all these vegetable like cabbages and all this, like Korean and Japan, all this?
that's to eat them when they're out of season.
Because first they have vitamin C. If you don't have vitamin
Yeah,
C in winter, all this, you also can scurvy, you can bleed to die. That is a
yeah,
very fundamental one. And then
yeah,
if you have surplus of vegetables, if you don't ferment, you don't have fridge during that time. Yeah. So
yeah,
how are you going to store it?
yeah. You
Vegetables going to
preserve them.
rot. So you
Yes,
preserve it by fermenting it.
yeah.
And
It's quite
then,
amazing, really, isn't it? Because
yes,
we,
there's a way to understand the civilization. That's why when I look at all this, I'm thinking of civilizations also. And
yeah,
and when winter comes, you don't have much vegetable food and all this, so you have what your preserved stuff,
Mm.
the fermented stuff. So fermentation, the main reason fermentation is for survival. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Not for health at all. It's for survival.
More taste.
And you can see any from Danish, all these weird fermented sharks to all sorts of
Yeah.
different things are for storing food without the technology of fridge at that time for
Yeah.
survival. And
Yeah.
also during excess, when you have a lot, you need to deal with it. If not, it will rot, right? It will go
Yeah.
off. So when they do all this canning and all this early, they've done it long time ago, because can all this you can exist quite a while ago as well. So you still can do all this, or even with jars and all this, clay earthen
Yeah.
jars and all this. They do preservation and all this,
Yeah, they do.
and
They're
this is
doing
how they
lessons in
preserve the
my
food.
places and stuff. If my places still
Yeah,
exist, I don't know if they do. I've never
yeah,
heard them for a while.
yeah. We have a lot to
But they
learn from
do.
them, but we
Yeah.
definitely need them. These people are very precious now. You can see,
Yeah.
and
Pickling and all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and yeah. You see, the beauty about this is, I'm going to share later. Is you can do all sorts of this initiative at the same time, but
Yeah.
everyone need to do something to build on each area, and then
Yeah.
you come together and share. So you got abundance. Some do use fresh fruits, some produce
Oh,
preservation,
good
some
take.
grow mushrooms, some do different things. But at the end of the day, they are foods. We talk about food first. I think this is my passion. That's why the AI thing is not so much, because I have more ideas about food stuff, and I'm
Mm.
nutrition, I understand as well. So if you can put the big one, and we go straight to it, because I think it's more important to
Number
discuss all
three.
this, is number 3. Yeah. So this is the big picture.
Okay, I'll just get rid of pegs. Sorry, pegs.
Yeah. So you can see the big picture here. We want to create like an urban nutrition resilient, like an engine. It's a production engine that can produce food for community. We target 15,000 household. That's the best we can link together. And the end of the day is, every household has some kind of fresh food, and then they have a preserve kind of food that can preserve for longer, stability food we
Hmm.
call box. And then no, the stability box is somewhere in between.
Yeah.
These are more for famine. All this resilient box is to add into, even optimize your others. Resilient
Yeah.
box is the ultimate survivor.
Yeah.
So
Walking
things
Dead
are
stuff.
preserved. Yeah, that kind
Yeah.
of worst case scenario. So you got
Yeah.
3 levels of it, so that you will be fully nourished at the same time.
Yeah.
And if each one is affected, let's say the production, you still have one or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, the fresh one is the most sensitive one. Of course, it needs to able to keep producing it. And the thing is, all this fresh stuff, you can turn into something that is storageable and preserved. We got the technology, we got the idea, know how now to do now. Many of
Yeah.
them. That's why we will not
So
have
this
access.
doesn't actually even take long to set up, does it?
No,
Really.
if those people already very good at what they're doing, this thing, it can
Yeah.
just set up overnight. It just, people needs
Yeah.
to come together. Business they're doing, your growing certain stuff, all this, you got to come together and talk and see how can we best serve. Because you, at least in your community, all right, you already have a
Yeah.
voice, you have a network. So from there, people can approach in a way that to connect the locations and all these people are doing, and then you put together a system that produce different level of food. So in terms of, in the eye of nutrition, what I see the most valuable things are fat, right?
Okay.
Because fat
Yeah.
will keep you, if you have, that's why before, in the ancient day, before they reach winter, they'll bulk up, literally.
Mm.
Because in some other more severe, what they
And
call
winter is
more
coming.
severe weather countries, some of them are quite severe one. They literally, I read the history before, they literally eat fat or carbs a lot, which is carbs can make fat, to
Mm.
fatten up. The reason
Mm.
is to survive.
Yeah.
Is that harsh in some countries, in some areas.
Yeah.
So when you have the fat, that is the most prized one, actually.
Mm.
And once today, we know that fat is quite easily, to a certain degree, still obtainable. It's not something very precious in a way that you can obtain, because that kind of level is for you to store it, the fat. example. Okay, the next one is important. That's why I didn't say carbs first. You see, you
Mm.
can live without carbs, by the way.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Most people don't know,
Yeah.
but you cannot live without
That's
fatty
what the
acids.
carnivore diet is doing such a big thing around the world because people cut carbs out of their diet. I try to
Yeah,
cut carbs out of my diet as much as I can because
it's
my
more like
body works
Atkins
better
diet.
without it. Yeah. If I
Atkins
eat too
diet
much bread,
is
I
what
all
they
get
call.
clogged up and,
Mm.
Yeah.
So you have fat, and then the other one is second one is proteins.
Yeah.
Without proteins, you literally you will break your own proteins in the body. That's called emaciation. Your proteins in your body to to build other repairs, other things to functions,
Yeah.
because all your body parts and everything, enzyme, everything requires some kind of amino acids, proteins.
Yeah.
It's that important. Your serotonin makes you feel good. That makes
Yeah.
your amino acids also. So
Uh-huh.
you can see how important, because if you don't prioritize what is important, when you just grow, let's say everyone grow veggies, you will still die because
Yeah.
you cannot live by veggies alone.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
this concept is very important, because I see a lot of people urban farm, they grow a lot of veggies and all this and nothing else. Because when the real challenge come, you need to have the complete nutrition for you to go through famine. I'm seeing even longer because we still have time. Because if you're gonna prepare, why not just prepare in the proper way, right?
Yeah.
Instead of
100%.
caught surprise, oh, we didn't do, because certain things take longer to build.
Yeah.
So we got proteins already, and then I only comes to fibers, not necessarily carbs, fibers, because without fibers, it cannot get a bowels move easily, and then you can a lot of problems as well. That's why if you only carnivores alone, there is quite a lot of high chances people getting constipated as well,
Yeah.
just because of low in fiber. But you
Yeah.
can do supplemental and all this doesn't matter. But the idea is the fiber. And the more important part of fiber is the microbiome, which is your gut bacteria. So if you
Okay.
have the gut bacteria that is feeding from your fiber, you tend to be healthier. You tend to have less chronic diseases, because your
Okay.
gut bacteria actually, it's one of the marker to see what kind of disease you have. It is
Yeah.
that
She said that.
diverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's say previously mentioned obese, right? Obese people that they gain weight fast, their gut
Mm.
bacteria has a different profile. That
Wow.
profile, even you eat lesser, you can still gain weight. Because
Wow.
that, yes, that's the thing people don't understand. That's why you heard someone honestly say, I didn't eat
Yeah.
much, but when I eat a little bit, I still gain weight. I
Yeah.
thought
That's
there was
right.
a lie before. But
No, that I've heard that.
it is the gut bacteria that hasn't been changed, that is very efficient at using carbs and fats.
Yeah.
So when you're very efficient in using that, means that it breaks down for you, your body absorb all of it. So even
Yeah.
little becomes more. But if
Yeah.
you have the fiber that is more on the bacteria that breaks down fibers, one doesn't have much carbs, and it will nourish the bacteria and then break down all the good what they call the chemicals, the polyphenols and all this, that protects them, and then reduce the bacteria that cause weight gain. That's been shown, so that they can lose weight. That's why when you have, they did a study on implantation of bacteria that is a lean one into the fat mouse, without doing any intervention, they lose weight overnight
Oh,
in a very
okay.
short time. So it
Wow.
proves your
That
gut
sounds
bacteria is so important. That's why when we want to build this one, we need to know what to emphasize. So that's why
yeah.
I love this thing. That's why I can talk more of this thing, so that when we build, we truly build it correctly, so that
Yeah.
all of us will not look weird and all this stuff, and probably even maybe in sick, even though you have food to eat. Doesn't mean you have food to eat, you will be well,
Yeah.
right? I think we know
Yeah.
that.
That's staggering, man.
Yeah. So proteins, and then after that, interesting one. Fiber. Then after that will be, the fiber is a microbiome, and then the fiber then will be the what do you call, the polyphenols, all the good healthy stuff, the
Hmm.
colorful foods. I
Oh,
emphasize
yep. Yep.
colorful
Beetroot,
foods.
berries.
Oh, beetroot undervalue, kind of getting more
Yeah.
value now. Berries, all this. So you see, if you think of this, though, you will have seen some people. Oh, maybe I grow berries, I grow fruits. It's not waste. It's important as long as everyone comes. Because if you ask everyone to grow veggies, you cannot work that way. If you ask everyone to grow potatoes, it cannot work that way as well.
Mm.
It can survive for a while,
No, it
but
has
if
to
you
be
talk about
balanced.
3 years and all this, then you will come to a malnourished state,
Yeah.
and then people may die because malnourishment can
So
kill.
what you're
Yeah.
saying is that in the past, some of the great famines that have happened, people have actually had food to eat, but it's just not
Yes.
enough to live on.
Yes. And
Wow.
and I mean like
I have to say, wow.
they I
I
mean
have another
by
word for wow.
they learn a lot. You need to know also in the past also people when they have access to, I mean people, a lot of people die. So I think you would say that the fittest one, even malnourished, they will survive. But
Yeah.
I don't think we are that fittest. Remember I told you before, the baseline of our health, everyone's been affected by COVID, has reduced already.
Yeah.
You mark my word. Means
Yeah.
that little bit of pressure, you already sick. Do you
Yeah.
think you can handle
You're
when
talking
there's
about
not
the
enough food?
compromised immune systems. The immune system's
Yes.
already
And
compromised?
people still not doing anything about immune system. I see a pharmacist, all these people still keep telling me that people getting sick all the time. I say that you don't have to. But depends on whether you want to learn the knowledge that you learn, study, but are you paying attention to what you study?
Mm.
The thing is simple as I can tell you one thing for sure. Vitamin A and D and C alone will keep you away from most virus if you consistently take. It is that simple.
A, C, and D.
A and D, particularly with T cell immunity and your upper respiratory tract dealing with.
Yeah.
Even measles, you know, measles,
Oh, well, measles
measles.
is funny, isn't it? They're
When you
trying to
have a
make
good
it as
level
a
of vitamin
pandemic.
A, yeah, it won't affect you.
Do you know they came out with a thing, a study in measles? I saw it on the Twitter. And apparently, in the last few years, in America, they've had like two or three kids die of the measles, but they've had 130 children die of the measles vaccination.
Now you know why. Yeah,
Mm.
I mean like we'll talk about the vaccination thing maybe other
Oh,
time,
later,
but
later. I
I
just thought
think
that
I
was an
think
interesting thing. Yeah.
but it's something that people really need. But there are a lot of information out there. I think in terms of the health community, even doctors they're admitting that now. Even Peter
Mm.
McCullough is admitting that now about vaccination things. Learn,
Mm.
learn from him and all this. Even though he's
Mm.
catching up. Most people.
Mm.
But at least you're knowledgeable enough to make a decision whether you want or you don't want.
Mm.
Not being coerced or anything. That's the thing that we want people to have freedom to think. The problem is when you are under stress, you don't want to think because it's so stressful now. When you're
Mm.
stressed, you want to think things. You just
Yeah.
want to get it away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how can we build anything if you're under stress? Like more and more, it's starting to increase. That's why we need help of each other. It's not
Mm.
something that we can do by ourselves.
No.
And you can see that any layer of those, especially those already doing something well in their life in regards to food, they are the one that should be they are the one that become like a leaders, and doing that thing become even well. It means that they scale up what they're doing for the benefit of the community and all this. If they're willing to come and sit together and talk about it, seeing together that we know we're heading to more trouble times.
Yeah.
And what you're already good at means that it doesn't means that the success in terms of producing a result is guaranteed in a way because you're already good at it, right?
Yeah.
So then you can build and scale up faster. Say example is hydroponics. Anyone good at hydroponics? Let's build from backyard first. Grow for enough for maybe once a week. And a lot of this, it doesn't take a lot of space nowadays with
Mm.
science understanding. If you want to use
Mm.
raised bed, you can raised bed grow normal vegetables. There is also
Mm.
my favorite is aquaponics. I like to have fish because comes with proteins,
Yeah.
and then you can grow veggies as well. I did it before. Grow a
Okay.
small
Yeah,
like
I know a lot of people do
capsicum or something.
hydroponics, but they don't really grow vegetables.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hydroponics vegetables, aquaponics with proteins. You see,
Yeah.
there's more complete the cycle. And then those who love grow mushrooms in your state that it is conducible. For me here, we can grow mushroom only during dry season, 16 degrees. it,
Okay.
it, it is just for that season. That's all. I tried before. It works. Pretty
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And then you can do composting of things that you can compost and then make it into fertilizer for your feeds, animal feeds, or any. By the way, you don't need to grow vegetables, everyone. Animals, goats. I think is one of the easiest one, right? Not easiest. One of the can be done because
Yeah.
you can get goat milk also, and
Well,
milk
they
can be
can grow
very.
anywhere. I mean, Australia's
exactly.
crowded with them.
Yeah,
All around
yeah,
central Australia, there's
yeah,
millions and millions of goats just roaming
yeah.
free. Millions.
Look it up. Yeah, and then goat meat, goats
And
are
they're in
tasty.
very healthy condition.
Goat's meat are
You know?
tasty also. You know that if you know
Yeah,
how
I've
to
heard
cook
that.
it.
I
Okay?
actually haven't had it, but I have heard that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So all these ideas, you need to find something you're good at. Probably you know that you can make it, so you don't have to do from scratch. I mean, you still can
Mm,
do from scratch and learn. It's still better than nothing happens, you know.
mm,
And then eggs. I think one of my thinking is eggs are one of the easiest way to source protein. They're reproducible fast, right?
yes. Yeah, once a
how
day.
many how many hens you produce an egg? At least one a day or two
Yeah,
sometimes, depends, right?
yeah.
And once you have enough volume, you can get quite significant number consistently.
Mm,
And best of all is you can gather resources to make this one, and then each one have different one. And then honey also is undervalued as well.
yeah.
Honey, any place that, in fact, honey will improve your agriculture yield, right? Because of pollination. I
Yeah,
think
because
that's
the
much
bees
I
are there
understand.
pollinating, yeah.
Yeah, and honey you can store. If you store properly, you can store forever without contaminants. Obviously,
Y
yeah,
yeah,
you can store very
yeah.
long. Yeah, so you can see all these are high calorie and also high energy stuff that it doesn't take a lot of space. It
Mm,
just take time.
yes.
Time. There's whatever little less time we have. If you're good at this stuff, you want to try to increase the quantity, all this, and then probably become a small business for you. Never know,
Maybe.
you know.
If you have a
But the
small property, just do it, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the most important is start. You want to feed a family first. But if you have an idea, then you can get a group of your neighbors and all this come to do together. You make time. Now if you don't have much restriction to move around, you don't want to spend a lot of petrol, fuel, then use that time to build something that's edible. Okay,
Mm,
let's try something simple first. Edible. And then if you're good, some people they might not have all this, but they might have
mm.
storage place, cold storage, bigger freezers, you know work something out. And then I mean, ideally is you want to have a small place to have distribution for food around the community when you build big enough.
Mm.
Yeah, so you can see that.
This is like a vision you can see for if times get really hard, small communities can work together to sustain themselves. They have to put the effort in the time, but it's possible to do.
It is totally possible. It's just that we need to really to able to delegate and then gather the right manpower. If you
Mm,
can't, let's say you can't use time, you're too busy like me, I really need people to delegate, people to do, because I don't have time at all. But
mm.
time sometimes you can convert to, you have resources, money, skills, anything that is that. By the way, you cannot build any of these things when you under stressful, when stress really comes.
Yeah.
So means that when you start seeing, it's too late already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
kind of, yeah. We
Yeah.
cannot, even if you can build some, but it will not be as strong, as foundational. So we
Mm.
got family members, and then food businesses. You food businesses work with your local community and see how you want. Uh, and then you have existing farmers. Farmers is the one that your community can come together and help. You know,
Yep.
and then probably the farmers can come to agreement. We used to have something in Malaysia called Follow Feed Our Loved Ones. It's actually by a doctor that created these solutions. He is an MD doctor in Malaysia. That
Yep.
his father has a heart problem or something, health conditions that he knows medicine cannot help. So
Okay.
he came to grow vegetables by collecting waste from restaurants, cafes, and then he make his own compost. That save a lot of cost of fertilizer already. And then they grow their vegetables huge one because
Wow.
of the compost and organic. And then he say something interesting. I know it's a human being, but in terms of plants, never thought that way. He said that if plants are healthy, they don't need pesticides. Their immune system is working. Why do they need to use pesticide to
Okay.
kill the
That's
insect?
for sure. So let me get that straight. So we're told that we got to spray for pesticides, but you're saying if the plant is healthy, it doesn't need a pesticide. So the plant will have its own immune system to get rid of an insect. Is that what you're
Yes,
suggesting?
yes. There are
Wow.
science in that now. You can look at AI, learn because I think he says something about seafood, something about seafood that can boost plant immune system, something like that. There are certain strategy he put it in to make sure the mix of the compost that can truly fight bugs and all this. And literally it can. And it will produce this kind of thing called we usually call polyphenols, chemicals that is highly beneficial to us but toxic to pests.
Okay, that's
This
good.
kind of stuff, yeah, this kind of stuff will repel these insects and all this. But to a certain degree, some of the immune will not necessarily make your food as good as delicate and all this though. So
Yeah.
there are some kind of drawbacks, depends on what is the situation. But I just want to prove a point that the plant is very smart. Means that
Yes.
it's an instant he mentioned that is it tomato or one kind of fruit, I can't remember, that says that the insects likes to poke a hole, we call fruit
Yep.
fly all this, and then it causes rot. That part of plant, they have the immune system that able to grow the skin become thick that cannot penetrate through. It was so funny. It's
Wow.
a real science, and then the discovery of certain specific immunity and all this that you need to trial and error and all this is very interesting
Yeah.
concept. And that's why he grew literally. I saw the videos that huge, and then they have instances of people taking all this. Their cancer has been improved and health has improved significantly. I totally agree because the polyphenols, because polyphenols is plant immunity. If you Google that, it's
Okay.
very good for us. It's very good for plant to fight pests,
Yeah.
infections.
Okay.
So those have
And
the
that's
knowledge
so,
is very, very important.
so if the plants have a lot of that, they can ward off insects, but not ward off
Mm.
us.
But
Yeah.
we hardly
Okay.
see that, right? Means that
Yeah.
there are only few masters that really know all this stuff. I mean, it's not my
Yeah.
field. So I
No,
do
but the
know
rest
that in
is just
human being it's
rodents, weed
possible.
kill. Yeah.
Yeah, and then plant is possible. So,
Mm.
but I mean, like whatever we need to do, we need to grow food. If we need to use minimize, at least you have food. But I
Mm.
believe that the community enough, they are big enough to learn, greenhouse, using wrapping the food. My father
Mm.
back home, we just use newspaper to wrap fruits before, like guavas and all this. And we have oh, it's funny one. We have this mosquito netting kind of like what they call the mosquito netting kind of thing, but
Yeah.
it's aluminum, the olden one, this one. We wrap our what do you call longans. Longans are very sweet, and we have civet cat that comes likes to eat our longans, so we need to wrap around this wire mesh because they'll break it because they are mammals. Civet cat,
Yeah.
do you know the civet at that
Yeah. I do know the civet cat. I didn't know it was
that
Malaysia
they
though.
make
I know
kopi
the civet
luwak?
cat.
You know the coffee luwak, the
Yeah.
one that comes out from civet cat. That kind of cat, that kind of animal, we have in our house. It lives in
Wow.
our roof. Yeah, yeah, it lives in our
So
roof.
it lives in the roof.
Now I remember, yeah, when I was back home, I hear someone upstairs. I told my dad, "He's someone upstairs my roof because it's quite loud, like jumping." But I know some
Yeah.
kind of animals like possum we have here also, but that one is silver cat. We do have that. So you can look after your fruits and all this as well. You know those people that do this, they know how to do.
Yeah.
But this is the extent that you can improve your
What the
food
hell would
source.
this
I'm trying to
civet
say,
cat?
yeah.
Civet cat. I was going to
Yeah,
bring
if you
one up.
look it up, there are many species. They're different one. But
Yeah.
Malaysia, they are quite common civet cat. There are certain one. Yeah.
We're
So
just
you
seeing if we
can.
can find one to show the image, but there's not
Oh
coming up.
yeah. You Google up civet cat.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
SICIVET. Yeah.
SI.
You have it.
That's what I can't find. I'm calling C.
Is it? I thought it was civet. SCIVET.
No, it's just
I don't
coming
know.
up as cats. Anyway, well,
Oh
I'll get Kel onto it, see if she can find
yeah.
one. Yeah.
And then okay, so you can see that this is the big picture of it. That all the
Mm.
production is the center, and then below is all the distribution, what you can get out of it. So this is a big picture. If you can show the other one, feeding
Number 4.
network. Mm. So ideally, once you become big, is you want to have networks of each location keeps building from that location, every suburb you connect to it,
Yeah.
and then bigger city, that is where you get your maybe distribution center or something. This initiative, but we need to take our own initiative. But if everyone can come together, then we will be very resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is, you can see there are different tiers there in terms of each one is what their specialties are,
Yeah.
we don't want to one person that like do everything. You want to
Yes.
find the one that you're very good at it, but you produce very effectively, efficiently, or more of it. So that's how we can build it fast. And show another one. I think there's another one as well. The number 5, yeah. So this is also a more complete resilient engine. It's all about, we want to build the demand become like an infrastructure that can keeps feeding. So you can see that on the right hand side there's a parallel project that certain things takes shorter to grow. I recommend that if you really want to get something more simple, which I did before myself, is to grow microgreens. Get the seeds and then grow, like in 3 weeks you got microgreens, very full of
Mm.
nutrients, and it's cheap. You just buy seeds and then just grow it. And
Mm.
then you want even faster is sprouts, bean sprouts, any kind of sprout. Broccoli sprout is high in sulfur, what do you call the sulforaphane, which is very good for a lot of things, for hormonal, even women, and anti-cancer property as well. That was quite interesting. And you can see that all these things can grow fast. I mean, you just get some confidence in growing something, and everyone literally can grow microgreens and sprouts. It's just in a small tray, and then it
Yeah,
will
yeah.
just grow by
That's
itself
easy.
because it runs. It doesn't need any soil, minerals, or anything, because it everything is in the seed, the potential, the nutrients. So it grows from there into all the nutrient will push all the way to the plant before it grow, needs all the energy to grow in the proper plant, that will be reduced. But when you're concentrated in the small sprouts, small, just the newly grown microgreens, that's when the nutrients are most concentrated, they pull out from the seeds.
Okay.
So this is the easiest. I think I did it myself as well, so I know it's how easy as well.
So are you saying, looking at this, so say like we got people who are carpenters, hairdressers,
Mm.
builders, so they can still do their job while you've got other parts of the community growing the food. Is that what you're saying? Or everybody
Community.
has to
Oh yeah,
focus on
haven't
one?
finished my word. I haven't finished my take. That the follow project feed our loved ones. Actually,
Oh, is
how
that
it works
is that
is,
coming up? Okay, I can wait.
yeah, I just want to complete that one. With the
Sure.
follow project, they did is they grow the food. Those that cannot, those that want to participate in the food box, they can either participate in labor. Labor means that you come and work on the ground, or
Mm.
you can or mix, or you can pay for the monthly subscription of the food production of the box. If you're a
Mhm.
hairdresser, you can put the labor in to come maybe every weekend to do something based on
Mm.
agree, and then, or you put certain amount of money to, they will have a monthly box, whatever the harvest monthly, that's how you get it. That
Okay.
concept itself, everyone can participate. If you cannot participate physically, you participate with resources or your
Yes.
skills, contributions. Like carpenter, ooh, you can build lots of things. I have a lot of ideas. I mean, like ideas, but the skill is in your hands to make it
Mm.
like work, and use AI. This is the perfect time to use AI to to to
Mm.
to make your search fast. AI basically is your Google search, organize for you the information, and then for you to decide. And if you want, you can ask him to suggest, he will suggest for you also. But at the end of the day, you need to make your own decision.
Mm.
But
So you
everyone
made
can
all
build
these
something.
with AI, all
Of
these things
course,
was thinking? Yeah,
that's why you
great
see
job,
that
man.
it's not perfect, but I don't have the time. I just need
Pretty
to get
good.
the message across. And
Yeah.
it's pretty good because I'm getting better at the prompting. The prompting is
Yeah.
the one make it very specific.
The prompting
And
is king.
oh, I didn't forget to tell you a very important thing. You see how Singapore advances, okay? Singapore, I tell you, is the young generation is going to be one of the smartest in AI. You know why?
Because they're
When
all
I went back
embracing it.
home for Chinese New Year, this is exactly what I shared before that. If you follow my AI thing I'm talking about, the university actually, I don't know whether you heard from me or not. It's called Polytechnic Singapore. They are openly encouraged. They say, we are not saying you cannot use AI. We are encouraging you to use AI
Yeah.
to do your task with one condition. You must explain why this is the answer that you come about using AI.
Okay. You have to
That actually
comprehend the
is
answer.
difficult, more
Yeah.
difficult, in fact, compared to
Yeah.
just doing yourself, because you need to come to the conclusion that why the AI answer with this way or this solution, this answer is the right one, and you need to justify it. You
Yeah.
see,
So you need to come
if
up
they
with, yeah.
allow research using AI, and then they narrow down, they teach their people to think very critically, they're
Mm,
gonna be very smart people coming from there. There's no question, because the AI already very smart, and
mm.
they need to work with AI to justify why they choose this answer. And they really need to comprehend. If you don't comprehend, don't understand, you cannot explain that stuff. So I mean, like, this is the perfect time for you to use AI to help you to build. You just have to,
Mm.
you know, I like to use brainstorming whenever certain idea in my
You
mind,
want to
everything.
zoomed in? That's about
Sorry.
as the people are asking it to be zoomed in, but that's about as zoomed as I can get,
Yeah, maybe later
unfortunately.
I'll have the slide. You can open it up more. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's the problem is there's a limitation in the slides. Yeah.
yeah,
But if you later you put it as a what do you call attachment, people can download, then you can see clearly.
yeah,
But it's
yeah,
just the idea of the cycle. I just read some of it. The most important is the capital. The
yep,
capital is the beginning of all the resources that you use to build anything, like you want to build a house or whatever. Yeah. So your
yep,
production, your preservation, your storage, your logistic distribution, your partners, you have governance, coordination. There's a very important one, coordinator. Your and then your membership. You see, at the end, you see all these things. You come into some form of membership so that people can pool the resources together to build a structure that are very to scale. Important is to scale. So when
mm,
you're able to scale, you can do wonders in things you can be
mm.
able to scale. And this is
For those
also
of those
allow
who are
everyone to
asking about
participate.
enlarging, if you're really interested, I'll put them on Substack, and I put them on. Oh, there's a civet cat.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's cool,
Yeah.
man. They're the one that eat the
Yeah.
coffee and then they shit the coffee out, and that coffee's
And
the
then they
most
sell it with
expensive ever.
expensive premium. I
That's right.
literally I tasted before. There's no much different for me, at least.
No, except you know that
Uh,
it's come from a cat's ass. Just sort of
yeah,
adds,
exactly.
you know.
So
There's a
this is how marketing works. Okay, this is how marketing works. I make a story,
yeah,
this is not wrong. It takes a lot of effort, more cost to bring this result out.
yeah.
But
All the richest people in the
does
world are
it
drinking
necessary to
cat
have that?
coffee.
The only thing you want to do is status, probably. Yeah. Oh, I've
Yeah,
eaten.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, like Malaysia, we have a
Can I
fish that
have
is
that
most
open, please?
expensive.
That's the line on my
It's
phone.
in thousands of dollars per kilo, I think.
Oh, I can't hear
Per
it.
kilo.
Yeah.
It's called
How much?
I think about thousand something per kilo.
$1,000 a kilo.
Yeah, it's about. And
Someone,
and
whoever
what
came
do
with
they
that, I
say?
love it.
What do they
I
say?
mean,
They name
whoever
the
came
fish.
up with the fact, can you just think, just have a break? Think when it first happened. Someone came up for the coffee, and the civet cat had drunk all the coffee, and he saw all the beans there, and he thought, "What the hell? Wash them off. I need a coffee."
We
And then he
should
went,
find a
"Hey, this is
reason. Yeah,
it's
how they
delicious."
discover that. Interesting.
Yeah, how did they?
Mm,
How they find out? So yeah. So anyway, if you go to Close Stack and Substack in tomorrow, I'll have all the slides on there, so you can make them as big as you want. We just
yeah,
can't do it from here. Yeah,
yeah. But to make a point, there is a fish that is called unforgettable fish. Unforgettable fish, literally name,
that's
and
its
that's
name.
so
Unforgettable
expensive.
fish.
And it is found in the jungles, the big rivers in Sarawak, the east island of I think where Brunei is,
Oh
what
yes.
they call Kalimantan. So these are more jungle area, and the fish eat of
Yeah.
certain kind of nuts only naturally found in wild.
Yeah.
And because it's really tasty, apparently someone say, and they make it the fish so highly premium.
Wow.
So it's how you market something that is uh good. I mean, like to
Yeah.
make sure
Diamonds are
the
the same.
people want to get.
Diamonds.
Diamond
They
actually is not that precious, I tell you. It's
not
it's
that
all
precious. It
about
just
control in
looks like
market.
glass, but they've marketed it,
Yeah.
so everything's, oh my god, it's a diamond.
For me
Yeah.
personally, I don't think I'm very practical. I'm very direct person.
Yeah.
You can
Emeralds
a
and
lot of
rubies.
facets,
Look at
shining lights. I can do anything with
opals.
all the sorts of gems. It's the same thing. Why must
Yeah.
be diamond?
Yeah. It's marketing. Yeah.
Exactly. And
So where are
nowadays
we up
you
to?
can
Sorry,
even buy. Yeah, sorry. I think
where do we get up to with this thing? I forgot.
so now we are, what are you talking about? Can't even see everything clearly as well. Okay, so we get the idea that anyone can contribute into this system. That's why if you have ideas, understand this, we need to come together. Someone needs to, coordinate all the efforts.
Yeah,
I can help to put the vision, the structure, and everything, and then we improve as we go, of course. Yeah, and
yeah,
then we become resilient. But these are the fundamental principle I want to bring. It's not necessary. And then, oh, by the way, there's a part that's very precious. Is the waste zone. The idea,
yeah.
I like
I
the
saw
idea
that.
concept is we never waste anything if possible, because all the things that excess one, either you can make it into food that preserve, or animal
Hmm.
feed, or you break it down enough to become a fertilizer.
Okay.
Anything organic there will be precious, literally, that I'm trying to
Yeah,
say. So coffee
yeah,
grounds, very interesting. If you look it up in Melbourne, other cities, some entrepreneurs have been using coffee grounds, even in New York, I think, to grow
yeah.
mushrooms. They cut the cost down a lot because the substrate is coffee grounds that is free, just go and collect it. So this is one idea that if you want to grow, this is one of the
Mm.
easiest to grow coffee ground mushrooms. You Google it up. There are many people doing that.
Okay.
But you're not doing it in terms of entrepreneurship and in terms of making a lot of money. If you're doing it to supply all this, we will grow the system. And if you
But
have the
it
right
could
kind
be
of
a
network and
business. You
support,
could actually make a business out of this.
I mean, everyone doing this, you will have certain level of business, all right? Because
Yeah, you'd have to.
when we start to network, we exchange transaction money,
Yeah.
okay?
So the
And
man
and and
growing
and we get to
mushrooms.
know people also,
Mm.
yeah. So
Yeah, the
we
man
know
growing
their
mushrooms. He can
professions.
sell the mushrooms, makes money and
Exactly,
stuff. Yeah.
exactly. So
And this
this
has been
this
done before. I mean, this is just old village stuff. You're not.
exactly, this is
Yeah.
how every village survive.
Yeah, that's correct.
They
Yeah,
they
that's
they they
absolutely
they
correct.
look after each other by knowing them, and then having different kind of specialties, things that you do, and then of course it
Mm.
grows, expand to bigger and bigger. Then you can see, okay, this is more important strategy. This one I think it's clearer. Number 6.
Number 6. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, number 6. This is the one that I'll call mobilization top downwards. So remember the last time I talked about the AI, you want to leverage on things. When you
Mm.
want to leverage on things means that you want to take advantage of what is already available, what is
Yes.
already resources already have,
Mm.
your over years of practicing mastery, your skills. It cannot purchase overnight thing. These are the things that are highly valuable now, and they're most likely are the first movers. Like you can become when if you are very skillful person, knowledgeable, you produce result with evidence, means that
Mm.
in your field, in your trade, then
Mm.
you can teach those fast so that their learning curves can compress significantly. You see,
Yeah.
then from there you will produce modules, like things can repeatable the same way. Like that's where carpenter comes in also, like whatever someone
Mhm.
can build this, they can build certain structure they can reproduce all the time. Let's say someone build, all this you can buy online, all this kind of thing as well. But if you build yourself, maybe you can distribute faster and all this, and probably cheaper. We recycle stuff, all the knowledge, how to use
Mhm.
things, mechanics. Even you are needed, man. Mechanics, I got ideas for you also. It's every level. So you can build a module that, let's say, hydroponic kit, they call, they a lot of, they're selling all this. You build for that, sell for maybe lesser, for people, so that you sell more in volume instead of
Mhm.
your premium, so that you have to build faster. you
Yeah.
know I mean, like, let's consider more on not to make too much profit for these kind of projects, because at the
Mm.
end of the day, when everyone rise up, you get more than that.
Yeah.
You get more than, because they will have some food. Maybe if not, you can have barter system, probably. Doesn't need to be cash
Mm.
all the. Go back to whatever means of you want a transaction with things of you think is valuable is fair trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is a time that we become very creative, and in fact, we do all this work, you become smarter.
Mhm.
because you literally have to force yourself to problem solve things, and
Yeah.
then to work with people that you
Yeah.
don't know previously, but because of this network and all this organization, they connect together. You see, we have community leaders. If you really buy into this, get your community together. Oh, this is the fastest. You see, because you already have trusted, you have a trusted groups of people.
Mm.
That is the fastest. That's why leadership, those that are in the leadership, you can bring this idea and start building, and we will start to network as we grow. Because we cannot wait for each other and all this. And then you
Mm.
are farmers already growing, you're struggling. Okay, come together, community, and see what are needed. You need tools, pull together. So that we can have your farms of a harvest, for next one, for how much, whatever. Some kind of
Yeah.
agreement.
That's right, Chris.
And the thing is, it's time to help each other. Very
Yeah.
simple concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Food business. Perfect.
Right.
You increase your
Yeah.
network.
Yeah.
No, doesn't need to cook same food all the time. Can
No.
be, think of, okay, you have this food every time. What happen if you access every day,
Yeah.
right?
Boring.
Which business have that? Okay,
Yeah.
design. How you gonna provide benefit to this family and this and that while they grow their food and supply you.
Mm.
Be creative. It's unlimited possibility. The more I think,
Mm.
the more I see there are many ways, because I never thought about this stuff until this kind of situation comes. Then I start
Mm.
to think a lot of not just survival, but from there you go beyond survival. And hobbies, you see YouTube people sharing all their expertise. They've been doing that.
Yeah.
In fact, they're already charging courses for people. These are the very highly valuable people. If you're in Australia, help out. I don't know, maybe make a lesser cost of people, especially now because of that one. Or just agreement that when you do all this cost finish, okay, you'll grow food, you will provide free food, whatever. Something that can have mutual benefits and doesn't put stress on one another. But that's the thing, the same time, is you grow the system, the structure. And volunteers, volunteers are so valuable now once you understand this. If you don't have the time, let's say I need to work full time, volunteer can come and work on the field, work on this project and that project. And of course you need to have the skill, so someone needs to teach. So you
Mm.
classes and all this, you see, it's going to be very vibrant. And then your, what they call the hubs and all this, the volunteer networks, people that sitting idle, get families involved, uh, somehow, offer your time. It not necessarily growing something, you can
Mm.
organizing things, putting in your social media, everyone think of something to do, that you get someone to, of course, like a leader, to coordinate your area or your group, start something, and then we build from there. And then later, when we have more leaders, we will see those are more expert in this area, all this, we will have more and more structure to build. But this is a very important concept. People have idle, your kitchen can be used, backyard gardens, space of gardens, uh skills, of course, I mentioned about it, and spaces, off peak spaces, extra rooftops, whatever, limitless. And at the bottom one is the grassroots and all this, the household. You can learn, you can already do something for a family, even if you want to. It doesn't
Mm.
matter, because when you start doing something that's new, let's say you're doing and getting better, you can teach
Mm.
someone. And
Yeah.
let's say one or two families, three, four, it keeps building. So when it
Yeah.
keeps building the family, then you start to share resources. That's when it become more powerful. And then you
Mm.
can network. So at every level, you can do all this project. We want to see like at least like 50 household, from 10 to 20 first, and then ideally one hub we grow into like a 50 household, and then we keep scaling up. You can
Yeah.
see, yeah. So if you look at number 7, we'll see what kind of roles people can play.
The amount of work you've done into this, Lee, it's incredible.
Despite what I need to do, it's a lot, yeah. But
Yeah.
this is the thing that I really need to get it done, because this is my heart is in here, but just I don't have that time at all. That's the thing. I need to
Mm.
make time still. So the pilot hub core, you can see that, ambassador, I forgot to tell. ambassador. If you're really influential, you be an ambassador for certain area, this, that. It's going to be
Mm.
very effective. And you need someone with planner, with data, fermentation. I know some group of people love to ferment. By the way, you don't need to wait for growing something. You can go to grocery now and everything that's cheap, right? You have program that costs every time half price. You pull together, you buy a certain lot of it.
Okay. Yep.
Rice. Those
Buy in
Asian love
bulk.
rice. Buy
Yeah.
bulk your rice and
Yeah.
starts to do this kind of cost saving. This is cost saving
Yeah.
as well. And every time you have excess, put some 10% or whatever percent into your storage for preservation thing. Like rice, you can keep forever if it looks after properly, if it's not
Mm.
humid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And fermentation there where it comes in. So everything excess or you have food that even excess, if you buy cheap, learn the skill of fermentation or someone that knows how to do it. Maybe you have
Well,
some
considering
collection.
how many supermarkets we have, how many vegetable stores we have, they must throw out a
Exactly.
huge amounts of food. So
Exactly.
if that was preserved, that basically Australia wouldn't really need
Exactly.
a
You be
famine. We
creative. Farmers market, all this at the end of the day, like we used to be a student in Adelaide. Like you can get the whole tray of mushrooms for like $3.
mm,
Tray. It's a tray. You know the kind of tray in farmers market? And
yeah,
then if you still stand there, sometimes we are so lazy. We don't want to spend $3 still. We still stand there, wait until like half an hour more. It will like down to $1 or sometimes just say, just take it home. Yeah, because they don't want to take it home. And they know that
no,
you students, you're standing there, uni students. We are literally sometimes standing there hanging around, just waiting
yeah,
time pass kind of thing. They
that's
know.
hilarious.
So, but sometimes we just buy it. We don't want to wait for that long. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah. I
see
get
that the farmers market also, if you're a housewife, all this, you understand about, the neighboring farmers market, all this. Tell them about this initiative, and then, I mean, of course, Michael, you are the podcast one. So when you start these ideas, you can bring all this so that you can network all the businesses as well.
mm.
But at
That's
the end of the
media
day, is
representation.
their mindset is they have to able to build involve in building system that produce food
Mm.
or continue to able to have something to preserve food. The food storage at the end of the day must increase, or the
Yeah,
food production, if it's fresh stuff cannot be stored, you must able to increase. So then we can reach our goal of feeding 50,000 household. Start from there probably, because when you start to do that, then your scaling is become more and more doable. And then
you
you
think
you
you know
will.
what you're saying is proper common sense, and yet it sounds fast. It sounds like what you're talking about. Like the way our society is, but we actually could do this. You could actually have a town with 50,000 people that is literally self-sufficient, looking after itself, maybe selling extra produce to other towns.
Exactly,
This is actually
exactly.
possible if we change our mindset.
Yes, that's a mindset thing that being changed. They will need to
Mm,
change it, because I mean, I always understand based on history, Australian people are very helpful. Is it true?
mm. Yep,
Always has been.
yep,
Like those. I mean, like I meet those older people. They are extremely helpful.
mm.
Even like I remember one of the old strong senior citizen. He even in his 80s, he helped people to move house.
Oh wow, wow.
And I
I
remember
like
my best
that.
friend with him carrying a fridge. He is strong though. He's very blessed. He's very wise in his looking after his health and all this. I think just recently COVID, I think passed away only not too
Yeah,
long ago. But he lived his good old age literally, and he carried the fridge and all this. They are. I can say that they are in general they are very helpful, thoughtful
yeah.
people, and I think you can ascertain with that. That's
Majority of
why
us are
we need
good
to bring
people.
back
We are
that. We
good
need to
people.
bring
We
back
we
that.
just have just weak, poor leadership, but we are good people.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
why we don't want that culture to die. I think this is the
No.
perfect time to show not just Australia, the world, what we are capable of.
Yeah.
Because
We
imagine,
don't
let's
need
say,
the
let's say,
elite feeding
let's
us.
say we
We can
build a
feed ourselves.
system. Let's say we build a system that is so like a system that can really feed families and all this. You
Yeah.
think the other worlds they don't want us? You
No.
might able to export there also. Because when
Yeah.
this thing
Or even
happens,
export the
if
concept.
you're not prepared, you will run out of food. It's just simple as
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And when we have this system, I would say that literally, if you're involved in it, everyone benefit. We have membership. Later, you
Yeah.
might have even investment. If you're good at it, make this some kind of become an investment structure
Mm.
that can build based on like you invest in like stock. You invest in this stock, whatever. I'm not good at this stuff, but I can
No,
foresee
no,
this kind of
same.
thing because the things the what is being transact here is very valuable stuff. It's real food
Yeah.
and most
Yeah.
likely it's organic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You think
Which is
people
going to
don't want
become
it?
even worth more in the future.
You
This
think
is gold.
Singapore don't want
Liquid
it? Singapore
gold.
doesn't even have enough land to do that, and
Yeah, that's correct.
they are building skyscrapers that grow vegetables. Yeah, they have to use what they have.
Yeah,
So they
that's
did
true.
that, and
I
they
Singapore's
have a
incredible.
houseboat. They're getting technology. They're taking advantage of technology, though. Although they don't have land, I saw the other day they have like a houseboat that grows barramundi. Houseboats. They say they don't use the sea directly because when you have red algae bloom, all this, if you don't control the quality, your fish can die very fast. So they get
Yes.
smarter. So they're building houseboat. The tank is in the house, means that the houseboat is huge.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you see, and it comes by who? A marine engineer. It's
Wow.
not necessarily even someone that is growing
Yeah.
fish. Growing. You see, you can cross pollinate your skills. You just
Yeah.
need to come together. I mean, nowadays you come together using AI is so brilliant. I tell you, all this idea, by the way, comes from AI. How about that?
Yeah.
No, I don't even have that kind of capacity to think. I just have the capacity to put the vision clearly to say that AI, this is the one I want, feeding 50,000 household. I want structural, layered, and strategic, and I put my nutritional condition because I know what is
Hmm.
important, and then it comes up with all this structure. Because if you have structure, then it will able to
I
reproduce.
Yeah, here you go, Lee. They have they're called smart floating fish farms. This must be a new
Ah,
thing, and so that'd
yeah,
be like a houseboat. Yeah. So
yeah. Has
yeah. So
Australia
that's
done that? See, it's ideas. You see, ideas that being used because the way they do this is because they will control their water quality before they go to fish tank, so their fish will
yeah.
never suffer red algae bloom or any poison in the water, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Because the fish they
Although
fish
they're
farm
using the
here, I've heard
water,
are really unhealthy. Yeah.
exactly. So
So
if you're a
they're doing
salmon,
what they have to do. Yeah.
yeah, if you're a salmon that Australia loves to eat a barramundi, you can scale this kind of thing, and it is
Yeah.
more controlled. That's why when we want to
Yeah.
grow this, those have technology one, you will have a better crops because of better controls, like
Yes.
greenhouse, like
Yeah.
like uh control climate control things, environment. You will grow different kind of stuff. That's why all these skills comes in. Engineers, you'll be needed.
Yeah.
Mechanics, you can build things that move the houseboat, motors.
Yeah.
You see,
Visionaries, really. You're a
yes,
visionary, Lee. This is what this
I'm more
is.
visionary, yeah.
Yeah,
But
no, but these are
all the
really
things,
important skills. You're seeing something here where we could be self-sufficient, and this gets us away from globalization. Who cares what happens on Epstein
yeah,
Island? Because we don't
yeah.
need them. We're looking after ourselves.
Literally, I'll tell you one thing. If you have this system running, whatever they narrate, what they call the cloud shop and all this, you own nothing, you're happy. At least I know everyone has food to eat.
Yeah,
And when you have food to eat, most likely you have transaction happening. You will have money also.
yeah, yeah.
It's the concept that we need to grab that, yeah, they can throw whatever they say, doom, gloom, whatever,
No, no.
you know.
Basically, what you're saying is there is another way we can live on this planet. Another way we
Exactly.
can live in Australia. We don't have to live in this dying system, and it's dying, or it's being killed. You know. So it's yeah, manipulated decline or whatever they're calling it. Yeah,
Yeah. You see, if you
manufactured
do
decline.
it properly, all this vision come to pass. You think
Mm.
the world doesn't want it? You think that
Mhm.
you think that I mean, let's say we'll feed enough Australians. I mean, like they will want what we have. Very
Mm.
simple. And when you want
Mm.
what they have, it's called trading. So when you have
Yes.
trading, you make money.
Yes.
And like I said, that if those people busy, doctors, nurse, whatever, you're still doing your job out there very good, but you've been putting money into this system, and then
Mm.
you grow all this produce, you have your family healthy. One thing. Second thing
Yeah.
is when this thing becomes what they call enterprise and all this bigger, then you will have some kind of owning a stock of that companies or this and that will keep growing in value. because
Yes.
these are things that's so good.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want something that's so good? It's
Yeah.
impossible.
And also, the people working here could go to other towns or other states and teach them this is what we did, this is how it works. So they
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
employed to do that as well.
and it
You know?
reproducible. Once you have
Yeah.
the system set up, the good thing is it will keep reproduce the same results, and then now you can see how the network grows.
Yeah.
I can see that this is, AI is a bigger thing if you can understand them even better. But I can
Mm,
see now why I am better at putting vision in this area than anything, because it will also fix the rest.
mm.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll fix your
This
shortcomings, things you don't know, the gaps in your knowledge.
yeah, exactly. And the sky is a limit literally because of AI.
Mm,
AI will help you to bring what you cannot bring out in to make it clarity. So I like to go through AI to say brainstorm, bring clarity. Okay, this is
mm,
what I'm thinking. This is what I want, and always, if you don't know the how the process strategy whatever, it's okay. You just leave it that way. But the you always emphasize the end result how you want to look like. I want the end result to be envied by the world. Let's say, okay, the standard of the world that you want is so that it is I mean you have a structure that reproducible, that is high in demand or some kind of things. But I like things that are healthy, so nutritional. So when we're gonna build this, I mean at first let's build food first, something, let's grow something. That's why I didn't put all the nutritional strategy, because I have another layer. That layer
okay.
will make you sick less, and most likely make disease an option.
Oh, wow. That's
You
good.
ever heard of that kind of thoughts? When you
Yeah.
when you make disease an option means that you are so healthy that your body cannot be broken, cannot break down because of the support that you get.
Wow. And you think that can happen just by eating good food and just
It's been
work?
proven. The
Yeah.
follow farm, if you look it up, go and Google, they already expand few farms in along Malaysia because it's so successful. And
What
they've
are
been
they
feeding
called?
feed our loved
How
ones. It's called Follow. If you look it up, I can't remember
follow.
that doctor's name. Yeah, Follow, FOLO.
Yeah, okay. Follow farms.
And
Yeah,
basically
we'll
it
look it up.
means
I was
feed
looking it up
our
now.
loved ones. I think you can start that kind of concept as well. And
Feed our loved ones. Wow.
mm, and they create the
So
system that keeps growing vegetables, but they are just one section of vegetables. You can
yeah, yeah,
still
yeah.
you still proteins, right?
Yeah.
So either you grow beans, or you have animals, or you have eggs,
Yeah.
salmon, doesn't matter. But that is important. Don't lose your eyesight on organic good food. But my definition of good food is complete nutrition.
Yeah.
And you'll be amazed how we can grow. I keep thinking that we can grow olives, we can have our own olive oil. Why do you need to depend on someone's olive oil? I love olive oil, but I don't know how easy to grow. But someone needs to use technology to see how these things grow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Means
Man, we got
that
so many start here.
means that we don't need to be so narrow-minded, in a way limited minded, that only the expert can do this, only the leaders, all those rich people, investors.
Yeah.
But we are the people that can come together and see the vision, and then work on what we have. If
Well,
not, there will always be a way to gather resources.
Simon here's got a thing. It's possible we could buy a dying town, graze growth on fallow space, and use the gardens as a farm. So this is really doable. It just takes commitment and go, okay, this system is dying. We've got to build a new one, you know?
Yeah. Do you know what I always have a vision of? Turn the whole Australia green. I have far bigger thing. But if this system work, we can do that, I tell you. You literally,
Yeah.
if you turn Australia green, your land mass just increase significantly. The whole Australia look different. The reason, because people don't know how to what they call maintain don't know how to maintain the surrounding in the past. Every time you have rain, things are washed into the seas. That's why our
Yeah.
sea is so fertile. That is also a
Yeah.
good thing. It's not not a good thing. But if you don't know how to catch the water, then everything will flow in the sea. That's
Hmm.
how your Australia red soil is maintained that way. There's no organic that is built a layer on it, become fertile. There is a case in China. I think China some part of Gobi Desert. This is a desert, and they try to. I know it's China, other countries. At the fact is they just dump lots of oranges into the area.
All right.
Do nothing. Over the years, it turned into a forest.
So they just dumped rotting oranges,
Oranges, yeah,
and
or
the
peel or
seeds did
something
it
like.
themselves. Yeah.
Yes. I just want to make a concept, you see. And
Yeah.
in China, they also are doing that. These are all horticulture things. I'm not expert, but I'm fascinated by it. Like you
Yeah.
have, like if you want to turn desert into green, there are strategies. There are structures to
Yeah.
build.
I've heard of
You need to
those.
build the foundation of the soil so that the wind doesn't blow all the sand away. So they put certain kind of plants that can grab the soil, and then you can contain more water. When you got more
Yeah.
water, the ancient seeds in the desert, every part in the world has seeds, including Arctic. All right, means shows that this earth was once all green. That's a proof
Yeah.
also. And
Yeah.
and once the condition is there with water, ancient seed will even sprout in the desert. That's why you see after rain, what happened to the desert? It turns
Yeah.
green for a while.
Yeah. That's right. We
Means
came
that it can
across
be
the
done.
Nullarbor.
It can
It
be
was very
done.
green. Yeah. This
Yeah.
middle of summer, and the Nullarbor was very green.
Yeah. I see far.
Relatively.
I see far more. I also looking at the what do you call the basin? What do you call the what something basin of Australia, where they have underground water. That's how your cattle
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
station thrive. Without that, you can't even have that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So these are the
The
new things I learned.
great artesian basin.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
artisan basin, and all
Yeah.
this. And sometimes I don't know. It's just in my mind. Nothing to do with what I mean. I really I know understand people suffering in our Catherine, all this be flooded and all this. But
Yeah.
there's some strange thought in my mind is it all the waters come to this land is to prepare us to grow something?
Yeah.
It's
Maybe.
a thought. It's a thought. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I know they're excessive in a lot of places, but
Yeah.
in a sense, I realized that there are far more rain. Is it because it helped us in nature even to prepare for what is coming? That's
Well,
just my thoughts.
they've always had it. I mean, they have the monsoons. You live in Darwin, so
Yeah.
they have had the monsoons. Yeah, it's I
They
haven't
have
been
far more
following the floods
though.
actually.
They're far more though because there's another cyclone coming our way, narrow.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's more often. This is my thought. I mean, it doesn't want to it
yeah,
doesn't prove any point or anything, but what I want to see is the nature or all this is it in alignment is also to help us to build the food system that we will truly need it when everything goes down. We talked about previously the financial crash and everything. Yes,
mm,
let's say it even happened, right? Your
mm,
food system is still there
yeah,
because you make your own. You're not
yeah.
waiting for
That's right.
someone to send containers
That's
or
right.
stuff that is
You're
being
not.
stuck
You're
in
not
ship,
cold. Yeah,
port, something. We don't need any containers or whatever when this thing is running. No.
yeah, yeah.
So literally, we are so resourceful in this country
Mm,
that one thing Australia, you don't have tornado and all this stuff other than cyclones. We don't have
mm,
volcanoes. We don't have real earthquakes. Yeah,
mm.
shaking. We have shocks, all this, but we
Not
don't have
not
all
like
this.
Japan has. No.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
we are we are very privileged. I would say blessed in the sense of
Mm,
this even, and we have
mm.
lots of minerals, resources, and everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. We
and
do.
now that
Abundant.
now that we know that the land also has a lot of potential and the
Yeah.
and the community and the culture, we can pull all this what we have and what we know to build a food resilient system that make the world envy. I think
Yeah.
it's the most proud thing we can do as Australian. I'm an Australian
Yeah.
now, so I can say that now.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the truth. I mean, Australia should be completely self-sufficient. You look at
yeah,
pictures from the 1970s, all the cars in the street are ours. We built them.
yeah,
All the clothes that people are wearing, most of them we made. I mean,
yeah,
the toasters, everything was made by us, and so
yeah,
we have the capability to do it. It's just I think globalization has taken us off and left us dependent, and it's time to get our independence back
yeah,
for our safety, you know,
exactly.
for our
Yeah,
future.
the globalization, if you have this system, the globalization doesn't threaten you. as
No,
much, of course.
no, no, no,
But
no.
with this
Yeah.
system, you actually have a lot of cards in your hand, I tell you. Because
Mm,
first thing is you can determine also your terms because you are so
yeah.
resourceful when you have this system
Yeah.
running. Because
Yeah.
food, everywhere needs food, all right? You are human beings,
Yeah.
you
That's
need food.
right. That's right.
And
Good.
that is where we can have something that in our control is not in government or someone or whatever,
Yeah.
and we have the and also is within our own land, so it doesn't need to wait for something to transport and all this. And if every nodes, what do you call these networks, is all connected in every states, then every few suburbs you have it.
Yeah. That'd be extraordinary.
I mean, you can build a chain of supermarket because of this system. I mean,
Yeah.
the idea of what can birth from this is limitless.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
not a repost, Nettie. It's live. Yeah.
yeah.
There's yeah. Look, this is just visionary stuff, and it's so simple, and there's so many benefits for us. It's interesting to see. And what sort of how many slides we got to go?
I think got
Two.
maybe we just jump to 9 just quickly. I think that's it, and then we can just do some Q&A or stuff you want. Okay, so I
Yeah.
just come up with something very simple with pictures, just to
Yeah.
build you something. What you want to start even today, I suggest that we start something today so that you start some momentum growing as ideas comes. Okay,
Yeah.
and you want to start with something that can repeat fast so that when you
Yeah.
have, when you have purpose, when you have meaning in life, you will be happier. That
Yeah.
is just science now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you have purpose, you have progress. Sorry, progression is even more important. Any progression in life, yeah, it will be give you happiness even.
Yeah.
So if you have progression of success in growing something small like microgreens, and then you can repeat fast, you grow over, you get more confidence anyway.
Yes.
And then you can decide whether you want to try something more or you want to keep sticking it by making more. That's how you get community together. And then
Yeah.
once you get better, you want to have better challenge, and you want to build something that is more resilient, or something can be fermented, or something that is that the task, of course, the challenge has become higher, of course. Yeah. So
Mm.
something that takes longer to grow, yeah,
Yeah.
like sweet potato, all this, but it's still very, very
But
efficient
very, I
stuff.
mean, pumpkin's very easy to grow. I've seen loads of people
Yeah.
grow pumpkin.
But
Grows itself.
the timing, like it doesn't
Yes.
it doesn't grow as fast as microgreens. So that's why
Yeah.
we're talking about timing thing, this one.
Yeah.
And yes, and these things are full of carbs, fibers,
Yeah.
which is very good to for longer term. Remember, we have another tier is starches. It's not fast carb.
Mm.
You see, I didn't focus on rice or all this because that stuff runs out fast. You need to have much more storage for that.
Yeah.
And the one
Yeah.
that has starches, what they call resistant carbs, that's the one that's more highly valuable because it feeds your gut also and slow down your
Okay.
blood sugar, and it gives you sustained energy. So it
So
means
what
release
sort of
over
carbs
time.
are those? What sort of foods have starch in them?
Anything that is buried underground,
Okay.
including potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah.
Potatoes, if you cool it
Carrots.
down, it become the starch will present more of it. If you eat it very
Okay.
hot, the starch hasn't formed fully. That's why cool potato salad has more starches. That's
Oh.
why it's tastier because it's
Yeah.
sweeter and then it absorbs more flavor. Science,
Also something else I didn't know.
recipe. Yeah. So you can see that, let's say if you can grow something that takes longer to grow, okay. So, and then once you have others, all this growing, then you can start to create a supportive system, your storage, your
Yeah.
packing, your preservation, your compost, free fertilizer, means you're getting this little bit of knowledge here and there, not something sophisticated. And then
Mm.
from there, you do something more meaningful and keep the vision, growing. I will try to put something like summary for today, all this, so that we can do something about it, what we get from today, because today we just open up the possibilities of what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Mm.
just looking through here now for the Q&A. Ben Clifton's always thought community gardens were a great idea. We have a few in my neighborhood. They're just talking about the price of petrol, huh?
Yeah.
Goat is the most eaten meat in the world. Thanks, Alexander. That's
Yeah,
really
goat.
interesting.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. It's
Yeah.
easily gathered. You see a lot of goats everywhere. in Asia, especially as well. Yeah,
Robert Freeman has a farmer that's very helpful. He's a neighbor. Unfortunately, he sleeps, but he also, although he hates the government,
I think
it's
you can also propose the vision in terms of how we can sustain ourselves. Don't talk about government bad all this in terms of certain kind of paint on it, but you're
yeah,
talking about the
private
reality
jokes
of the
with the entire.
stress. Yeah, the reality of the stress we are facing, so that we can do something about it. How about, like,
Mm.
petrol is high, no, is it make sense
Yeah,
that we
well,
grow our
Richard
own
here
food?
says we can make diesel from what the supermarkets throw out. People make diesel
Yeah,
from all sorts of stuff, you know. There's even things that cars can drive on water. That a guy approached me with the
exactly,
technology, with the spark plugs. He was
exactly.
too scared to go public, and don't kill me. I didn't take it, but he said you could plug this into Florence, and I could drive around Australia on water. Why aren't we doing it?
Wow.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
stew
So
banana
it's
skins for feeding plants. Also
yes,
good for warts.
banana
Sue
skin. You
loves
know
your
why?
passion. Yeah.
It's high in potassium. Your plants need the potassium.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But my passion cannot save Australia. Yeah, my passion with every Australian's help that is in Michael's
Yes,
community
that's right.
at first,
Yeah.
that we can. But by the way, you know
Permaculture.
why? Okay, let me explain. You know why I can't do this? I would love to do this because I've committed myself to something even greater. Not even greater, but this is the area that I find that I have opportunity open for me. I have to do something about it, which is
Mm.
regarding to deal with the oil price that you're facing. How about that?
Okay.
And I'm working on a system that can helps to make transportation of oil more cheaper, certain, so that they keep the price down. I know the Middle East is more on a supply, what they call strangle, and all these physical issues. But
Mm.
what I mean is, once you have the system in place, the oil, the transportation cost involving it will be significantly reduced.
Mm. Well, this is Lawrence Pierce. He sells mushroom coffee. Is that magic mushroom
Beautiful.
coffee, Lawrence? It's just that'd be
Magic.
very popular if it's magic mushroom coffee.
Yeah.
Biogas used in the kitchen.
Mm,
Um, we can't access. We'll go to a close stack. It'll be up
mm,
there. I'll have it on there too. That's free.
mm.
Adrian just wants to say you're doing a great job. Adrian's a great guy, great freedom fighter. So yeah, if you have a fish tank, you can clean it to put the old water on your veggie patch.
Yes,
Yep,
exactly. I did that before.
remove
Yeah.
the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of these are nitrogens to feed the plant fertilizer.
can grow
Yeah.
seaweed fish farm linked to aquatic farming. You got
Oh, I love
Carrie.
the
Hey,
seaweed
Carrie.
idea. Oh, can get
Yeah,
someone to talk about
Carrie's
seaweed. I
great,
tell
man.
you, seaweed fish farm. How about oyster? You can grow oyster also.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oyster is the nature filtration system, so you can have a complete kind of sea farm to do the, including the cleaning the water, everything, including some kind of oyster and all this. They are like a structure. Even
Mm.
see, you guys are knowledgeable.
Yeah,
You guys
there's
are
Liz
knowledgeable.
Murray
You see, it
uses
just
West
prove a
Muir
point.
from a paddock. You know, Carrie again. He's growing longans in my fridge at the moment. Heaps of seeds. Seeds are another important thing. Shredded sheep from a lopper with leaves in the water for a month in a big heap becomes compost.
Yeah. Make
Yeah,
dry
listen,
long ones. By the
compost
way,
is one of the things they're worried about
yeah.
with because they're not the fertilizer.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not
If you
going to have
if you
enough
have transport
fertilizer. So
issues, your fertilizer is gonna off the
yeah,
roof. Yeah. So
our soils have no minerals. We have to take in liquid minerals.
mhm,
Um, Valerie Go,
some
thank
soil.
you, Lee,
Yeah.
for such great information. Lay seaweed on soil.
Yes.
So many
There's
here.
different minerals there. There's
Yeah.
I heard people some interesting things. I observe.
But
I
little as
listen.
we are, we can make a ripple of a difference. That is right, Denise D. We are the little ripples. Maybe that's what we should call ourselves. Oh, God, the
Yeah.
little ripples.
Start.
The ripple.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ripples.
Yeah.
Uh, Kelly Rad is in love with you. She has 3 veggie patches, but basically is a carnivore and fermented foods.
Be good at
Uh,
it. Be good at it. Teach people fermented foods. Every household, I think, need their skills, or
Networking is
may
how to
someone do
survive in this world.
service.
Chinese, Indians, Jewish. That's what I've been saying, Alexander. People think I'm attacking
They've
the
been
Indians.
doing that. They have been
What I'm
doing that
actually saying is that
long
the
time.
Indians have a better tribe culture for surviving hard economic times. And we're heading into
Mm.
hard economic times. and we're going to do better if we work together. So that's why I think it'd be better for us.
Yeah.
Share meet. Oh,
Yeah.
this is great. There's lots of share groups meet up in towns around me. That's great, Michelle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Jason, we're going to have to tow a chook pen. Why do we have to tow it behind? It's in the bus. It's in the bus. Every morning there's a
In
cock
the
in the
bus.
bed, and just
Oh,
I tell you, ow, fuck, what? It's true. And there's that needs to be silenced. I love
yeah.
mushroom coffee.
Microgreen. I
Yeah,
love microgreen.
You said, Lawrence. You said.
Yeah.
I have a Sunrider, mate. I have a Sunrider products. Oh, vitamin D deficiency. He now takes 6,000 IU a day.
Yep.
How do you know when you've got enough vitamin D, Lee?
You gotta measure vitamin D per blood. Simple as that.
Oh, you got a blood pressure. It's not like your pig
No,
blue.
I think now you can go to pharmacy. I think a pharmacy will sell. You can buy something to poke your blood, I think, and then to test it to whether you know a vitamin D level
Yeah.
instantly. It's a tool you
Uh,
can buy now in chemist warehouse. Also, I think you have.
so Chris was in a prison
Oh,
war
peanut
camp, survived
butter.
on peanut
Yeah,
butter and spam.
yeah. Okay, peanut butter is a good thing to stock up. One thing also, if you know any food in a supermarket that has canned one, like I mentioned previously,
Yeah.
you plan around this strategic buying every time you see half price.
Yeah. So peanut butter is a good thing to keep then.
Very effective, tasty also,
Okay.
tasty
Yeah.
also. And
Generator's a good backup. We got the generators. Yeah.
you see these are
Peg.
mechanical parts. See,
Peg is 20 off grid, 20 kilometers from the nearest supermarket. Peg, yeah, man, 20 Ks. Be interesting to see where you live, brother.
exactly. Yeah,
That's right, Pegs. This is our thing. One way to stop people traveling around trying to enjoy life. That's right, Pegs. We're stuck
exactly.
now. Although there's
Yeah.
still be people driving around, but I think that they're going to slowly grow to a halt. One petrol station, Rachel, has $3.28.9. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So my hairdresser said the move back to Malaysia, been here 10 years and came from better life, but taxes and bills too much. Heaps of newbie shops closed and gone back to their country. That's the thing. Everyone's saying about mass migration, but Kelly and I have heard that on the road too. They're going back. They're saying, no,
Mm, mm.
it's too hard here. So that's a rather
Oh
interesting.
yeah, I want to do observation before I forget. Back home, there is a big gap of price difference in food and stuff. Means that they are poverty, not poverty. I mean, like there are still some food in Malaysia that is cheap if you know where to
Yeah,
get, and then there are many places the price has increased, but some of them increases a little bit. So you are right, it's livable in certain
yeah,
areas. It depends on where you live. Also, same thing.
yeah,
And the price gap shows that there are still demand, so that people the way they produce the food, so probably local. When you're
yeah,
local, you can charge how much you need, right? And then your community and all this. So it brings back the idea. The same thing is if you produce your own food, then you can charge whatever you want, literally. Yeah.
yeah. Well, Nettie Selby says you can buy a peanut
Mm.
butter machine. I never even knew there was such
Oh,
a thing as
see,
a peanut butter machine.
someone starts to buy peanuts and make peanut butter.
Yeah, yeah,
Peanut
yeah.
butter, I think if you store properly, can store forever. Peanut butter, there are certain fats and all this you can store for a long time, because peanut are more on a monosaturated fat. I think is longer lasting
Yeah,
one. There, if
yeah,
you
yeah,
if you
yeah,
have the flax seeds, all these are not longer lasting. Flax seeds, all this you need to grind fresh if it needs to, because the
yeah.
omega-3 fatty acids will break down very fast. That's why it smells.
Petrol station in Launceston, $5. Whoa, whoa. There's your motivation to start growing food.
Yeah, and those that are good
Yeah.
at probably make our own electric cars or whatever,
That's right,
electric
Jody.
transportation, whatever.
We need a. Everyone needs a. I didn't know what's a peanut butter machine look like. It just must be
Okay,
sticky
start the
thing.
idea. You see, you start
Yeah, that's
something
right.
already. Yeah,
That's
because
right.
peanut butter is very filling.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
You,
yeah,
you, you can, yeah, I read about it. I think some as well. You can survive for quite a while because of fat. Again, the principle back again, fat.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the protein in it. Yeah.
Not just
Wow.
fat. Yes, there's proteins in it. So these
Yeah.
are high value stuff. That's why when I put the nutritional grading, you understand what are the priorities. Ghee, yes,
Yep.
ghee as well. You can make ghee, and
Yep.
then you can store. Ghee
Yep.
can,
Here's one.
it's a
We've
saturated
been
fat. You
using
can you
ghee, or
can
now
use
we're using
forever.
lard. You can soak and grind almonds for making dairy-free coffee. Peanut butter is safe for diabetes. Thanks, Trish.
Mm. Yep.
You could probably make
Not so
peanut
much
butter in a
carbs.
thermomixer. I don't even know what a thermomixer is, let alone a peanut butter machine. There's the thing.
Expensive
Mm,
machine.
Everyone's
Yeah.
laughing at me. I guess you didn't read that one out, Michael. You would have copped another. Yes, yes, Jason, I did see it. Thank you. Thank you.
Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Um, Paddington Bear never complained. Yeah. All right. Well, now, Lee, what you're looking for, if, we have it here in the show notes. If
Mm.
people want to reach out to you, you've got a patron, but you've also got an upstream email there.
Yeah, I
If
think I
people want to
just
reach
email
out
me
to you and keep
upstream,
talk,
and
yeah,
we see we can start some kind of pilot projects of your interest on it, because I want to hear also, who is the one that wants to start to coordinate some projects and stuff, and
yeah,
then you build from there. Because
yeah,
at the end of the day, because of we are together, you will all network together. So you will
yeah,
definitely have business or something you can trade with, something valuable,
mm,
basically. So
yeah,
it will not be in vain. I'm trying to say it's
no,
not just for food, it will be in monetary form somehow.
yeah.
That's what I can see.
That's
Yeah.
his email if you'd like to get in crop. Upstreamhealthnt@gmail.com,
Yeah.
and get that down, leave that up for a bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is the other thing. Do you know anything about the new food safety rules for berry, leafy vegetables, and melon growers in New South Wales? Thank you
No
for that,
idea.
Jessica. We should look into that because they are changing. In England, you have to register every chicken, and people are actually registering their Kentucky Fried Chicken or a frozen chicken they brought from a supermarket. So the website where you had to register your chicken crashed because all these people were making fun of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, okay, Matt. That's been fantastic. So if you
Yep.
want to contact Lee, there's his emails in there. Email in the show notes. Also, he's got a Patreon, and that's basically where he stores the information from here.
Mm.
And we'll also be posting it on Substack. And if you go to cafelockedout.com close stack, which is free, and you can get the, I'll have that up tomorrow morning, and you can access all the slides and stuff. But basically, you're causing a conversation. You're encouraging a conversation of saying we don't just have to be victims waiting here. Hopefully, they'll feed us. We can actually go, okay, we'll sod your system. We're going to start building our own. And
They
how
might
do
need
we
food
do it?
from us. You don't be surprised. They might need food from you
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
because they're
Imagine a
not prepared. They're the one mocking you.
years from now, suddenly here
They're
we
the
are.
one not prepared.
Yeah, Lee will lead a time. Thanks, Lee. Good night, Freebie. See you, Blaine. Take care, brother. Yeah.
Take
All
care.
right.
Yeah.
I'll just see what we should go out with. I know what we should go out with. Since he's watching, I've just got to find it. Yeah. Okay, so we're going out with a song that Simon and I did. This is human music, no AI, just human music. And Simon is a human. I know you haven't met him yet, but he is totally human. And and we're going to put it on just for the fun of it. I actually love the song, and he did a great thing. He's got a great voice. So this is just the like the demo version. We just did a demo version in the house, but that's fun. It's organic and it's human. I really enjoyed it. So anyway, Lee, take care. Glad you're back, brother. See you in a fortnight, and let us know if anyone wants to. And I've got a list of shorts, so I'll get onto them and make shorts about those.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the prayer. I forgot. You're going to take us out with the prayer?
Sure, sure, sure. Okay.
Sure, sure. I'm going to go small. I'm going to go small. Wait on. Oh, I've gone all together. Where'd I go? Uh, where the hell are you? Okay, I'm going to go.
Oh,
I'm going to give you the whole stage, Lee. So this is Lee's prayer. Get ready. The Lee's prayers. Just take us out, brother.
okay. Father, we thank you, Lord. There you are good God. You know every season, every time, and every challenges, even the whole world, even Australia. Lord, you know everything. And Father, I pray that Lord, that you will be the help as you always been to every household in Australia, Father. That you will show your kindness and your goodness, oh Lord, to those that struggle, so Father. That Lord, especially you already provide ways, oh Lord, I pray that the vision that you gave me, O Lord, will stir the hearts of Australians to rise up, to lead the way, to build the future for their children and their children's children's tomorrow. Only you, O Lord, that can unite the people of Australia. And we, Australia, we already mentioned, Lord, that we will never kneel again, O Lord, because by your help, O Lord, that we're going to make Australia a better place, a better home, a better country for all Australians, for those who live here. So, Father, I pray that, Lord, that you send help, oh Lord. You send help, oh Lord. Pray that you grant them wisdom, oh Lord, to how to coordinate, to build network, to inspire, oh Lord. Despite every challenge, oh Lord, provide a way of escape. Show the way out, oh Lord, that none of us, O Lord, none of us, O Lord, will be in lack, O Lord, but all of us, O Lord, will be in abundance, O Lord, while when we build this, O Lord, that you gave me, so that everyone, O Lord, in this when listening, O Lord, they will be benefited, O Lord, from their health, from their finance, from their relationship, from their whole household, O Lord, because you are the God that is a provider. Father, you are Father. You are the resource. You are the foundation. So, Father, I pray the Lord that you restore the relationships, families, and the loved ones, Father, that they will come together, oh Lord, that their eyes will be, they come together to be united, oh Lord, to build this Australia that all of us love so much. Lord, make this nation great again through your people, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, brother. I love your prayers. Oh, well, let's keep going. Jesus says a peanut butter machine is a blender with peanuts, oil, and salt. Bless you, Lee, and locked out. Cafe locked out. Thank you, Artemis. Artemis. Okay, Lee, let me get. Let me know if you want to come on weekly because as the world's turning, we're in. I think we're.
Can we have a chat later? Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
I'll,
yeah. Not
I'll, I'll
online.
get.
But let me have a think about it during the week and
Mm,
get back
mm,
to me, okay? Going
sure.
from there. Amen. Everyone comes in. Good night, everybody. And we're going out with The Truck Driver's Prayer by Simon O'Rourke and Griffith.
From my cupboard bed, I'm watching you heading home. Grim-faced and rushing like it's in your mobile phone. Tomorrow I'll be there to ignore. And I can feel the silence knocking on my bones. But the road is gone, my bottle has run dry. And I can feel the darkness scrape my soul. Cold and hungry, I got nowhere to go. And after all these miles, I got nowhere to go. I'm lonelier now than I've ever been on the road. I make good time, so I've got left alone. How far would you go to stay outside the drain? They squeeze the time, so I turn to amphetamine. But if I hit the car in the city, who knows? But I'm out here on the highway, and I can still hear her silence. Oh Lord, I know I can come home, but in your mercy, won't you let me roam like a lonesome breeze blowing to and fro? But I would never, no, I'd never hurt no one. But God is quiet, the bottle has run dry, and I can feel the silence in my bones. I guess I was right when I sang to you before. Tomorrow I'll be easier to ignore.